Well, home ownership is important for lots of different reasons. We're obviously in the business of home ownership. It's critically important to our industry, and it's a fundamental part of what our culture here in the United States is all about. We promote home ownership. People like that independence. It's got a lot of benefits to it, and a lot of those are tax benefits, the sense of pride. Communities are typically stronger. There's a lot of different social dynamics that go with that are positives versus over areas where you've got larger amounts of rental properties, or you compare it to other communities where home ownership isn't as well promoted, and you can see dramatic differences in terms of how that society may interact with itself depending on whether or not home ownership is a factor in terms of what they do, state, local, national, whatever way you want to look at it. I think it's a tremendous privilege to be involved with typically the largest purchase or transaction in most people's lives is the purchase of their home. And I think that there's a great sense of achievement that you can sense from the home buyer, particularly in a first-time situation where they've taken that step. And it's a huge step to take. And like I said, a tremendous privilege to be with them through that process. And you can just see the pride in their eyes and the excitement with it. And of course, there's the nervousness. It's a big part. There's any number of things. There's economic triggers that people can have. Obviously, Oregon has a pretty high unemployment rate and lots of other factors. And so it's really important that we keep the market as open and as fluid as possible and minimize possible interferences with home ownership, like transfer taxes, like those kinds of things. That it's a very fine line right now between whether people want to move ahead, make a purchase, or whether they're going to sit on the fence. And the more things we put in their way, the more people that will sit on fences, and could cause a pretty significant stall in the housing market, which we really don't need right now. You're already taxing them with the property taxes, so to penalize somebody, especially if they're moving for a job. If I get a great job offer and I've got to move state, this state's going to tax me. Or if I get a job offer within the state will tax me to sell my home. And it just seems highway robbery to me. We're already being taxed so much to go ahead and do that to home ownership and really cause an unnecessary burden in the marketplace that I think it'd be real tough to get through. This is a key part of why I believe the Realtor body is such an important body to support. I'm proud to be a member of a Realtor organization that takes this type of issue up on behalf of the public and our own members. And I don't think we've had something that's been this motivating for me personally to hang my hat on and really have a sense of pride about. And really, every Realtor needs to be engaged, needs to understand the issues, so that when anybody asks them why this is on a ballot, what's the important, they have the issues. And I think if you know the issues and you have those discussions, there'd be widespread support for it, and we need it. We can't afford to lose this, and so it's really, the burden is on us to get the message out there and truly understand it, because if it doesn't go the right way, we don't get to walk it backwards. We have to get it this time around.